Okay, so as of recording this, I've only seen up to episode 6 of Severance Season 2, but I just wanted to go off a little mid-season rant. I think there's 10 episodes in the season, so we're a little bit more than halfway done, but 6 episodes in, and I really just feel like this season is directionless. And I know it's kind of, I guess, funny to say, since the first episode, I think Ben Stiller directed that, and like, the opening scene of Mark S. running down all the hallways was really trippy and cool and well directed. I mean, so well directed, in fact, that from what I heard, supposedly that opening sequence set the production back like months because it was so difficult to film or whatever. Because I just feel like this season, like, I just find myself asking, like, why am I watching this? Who am I rooting for? Like, Irving's just acting crazy and unhinged. Dylan is just, I don't know, Dylan's always been kind of like a sourpuss. His innie is getting to connect with the outie's wife, and like, I'm thinking maybe there will be a payoff to this down the line. Yeah, the whole like goat or sheep thing where it's like, there's this underground pasture with these like, it's reminding me of Lost, as in, the concept is really like, it's really like bizarre, it's surreal and interesting in theory, but then like when they actually explore it, it's like the mystery itself was the cool part, and like now that we're like delving into it, it's really not that interesting. It's like, yeah, I guess for whatever reason, Lumen has an underground pasture with like a bunch of innies, I don't know, tending to sheep or whatever the fuck. Okay, like I really feel like we kind of explored it, and I don't think it's really going anywhere else. Like, okay, like, it really wasn't that cool, I guess, in the end. It was more fun to wonder why there were sheep down there than to actually find out why there's sheep down there, okay? I don't know, the whole Helly being a, like, spy for the outside, or being for the corporation, being, that kind of, like, didn't play out that much. Like, it that whole thing kind of, like, went away, and it's like, oh, okay, like, it feels kind of like they were just doing that to build tension. But for what, I'm not sure. Like, the only thing that I'm kind of interested in knowing about is what happened to Mark's wife. And like, okay, so it seems like she's still alive, but like, so it seems like she faked her death for Lumen Corp. And I guess this is like, why? But again, I can't help but feel like it's gonna be like what happened with the pasture, in the sheep. Is where it's like that. It's more fun to wonder why than to actually find out. But that's like the main reason why I'm still watching. Because other than that, I don't really care that much about any of the other characters. I don't really care that much about Dylan. I don't really care that much about Irving. I don't think they have very interesting plot lines going. And Helly is not that interesting either. It's like, okay, this just reminded me of Charlize Theron's character in Prometheus, where she's like the daughter of Lutani Corp's president or whatever, and she's got this giant chip on her shoulder and trying to prove herself. And Helly just kind of like gives me the same vibes of like she's just trying to be like her father. And like the whole like Lumen Corp mystery is like not really that mysterious, because that's like part of it's like, oh, well, like, what is this corporation? What are they doing? Like, it just seems like it doesn't really seem like it matters what they're doing. They're just doing something that's really cool or really has a big payoff for the board. And like whatever Mark S is doing is super important. That's why they need him. But it just seems to me like it's just the writers like, well, we need them to keep Mark, so Mark can keep doing this stuff that would get him fired. Like, Mark S should have been fired by now. But it's like the writers are like, well, we need to keep him here and these other people, so like whatever they're doing has to be super important, right? It just seems like I just feel like I'm seeing the threads. I'm seeing the seams in the writing.